Yo, what you for? And you bring me to be a memo will be a job. Mr. Mr. say you bring Obaswana watch a video, ya mammy. And you bring a baby here, you be use critical and common sense, you apply logic kakrabi. And the Obaswa Michelle Wadawa. Na wabon didn't say, Obeshe video, amami. Yenche yebedi nkomo kakra bi na yebe de yeba bidi tim se wada woma oba so a bonbon de se oba share video no ama me kama na obi nso ayede anya bi ahwe enda wo hwe me mai no so a obehu se me de adoyi e de ato nchen na me de owo nso de ayede e de ato nchen the adoyi and the snake, the monkey and the snake. Today the story is the monkey and the snake. Today I want to take you to the Bible. Me pese me do ko Bible. Na you apply logic, critical thinking, any common sense. One, I'm say we all knew the story in the Bible about Adam, Hawa, and the snake. Adam, Hawa, and the snake, and then finally the God in the Bible. Yes. There is a story book called Bible, which that book claims once upon a time in the beginning there was a man called Adam, which was created by God, and someone sinned God. That God placed them in the Garden of Eden. At the end of the day, a snake came to them and talked to the female, which is Hawa. That the snake came and deceived Hawa just to say you blah blah blah, you know. And they say at the end of the day the snake was talking. Now people believe this. Millions then billions of people believe once upon a time there was a snake speaking to a human being. Yes, people believe this, that once upon a time there was a snake speaking to a human being. Now my question is if monkey, as we are talking now, if monkeys, look at how monkeys related to human being. Look at the image of the monkey and look at the image of human being. Look at the monkey and look at we the human being. So in the other way, even some of the scientists, they always some of the scientists they say it was the evolution that we came from monkeys, just because if you look at the monkey, the image, the character of a monkey connected to we human being, it's almost the same. But let me say only the DNA is the same, is different. So what you say na aboa adoe any nipa subanti. What you say na adoe tie any say na nipa tia. Hey, mama say in the Garden of Eden, adoe ni oba na mbekasa. Adoe any nipa ma mbekasa. Nembu me yo wo any nipa ye den ebe kasa ya. Me pese wu so adoe. Me sira wo ba so a video no bon bon se wo be share video no me hu comment. Ma me hu comment e wo e fene se video na ase. Book bi ka kire yen say adoe no wo ha no one Adam ankasa, but owo no wo ha no one Adam ye den ebe kasa ya. Say aboa bi ni nipa be kasa nka ya adoe. Say aboa bi eni nipa be kasa nka ya adoe. Nka Bible no ba yempu na Bible no ka say adoe ne ko Hawa ho ena adoe ni Hawa ko kasa ya nka it makes sense small. Even if besi sesia adoe na obey nipa adoe oni nipa se mo amu ukwem se no mutriti adoe se na adoe monkey any nipa tie no still monkey cannot speak to human being. What of snakes? Now I have a video here. Let me show the video to you, then we continue the video. I wonder this animal cannot talk to human being, but the snake in the Bible The monkey will not talk to human being in the Bible, but snake. I repeat. I wonder this animal cannot talk to human being, but the snake in the Bible. The monkey will not talk to human being in the Bible, but snake. Hey, Mama, are you getting me? This is the time, we black people, as you say, you be a dream. As you say, you be a dream. Say, a day, monkey, pulling, controlling, cow, only nipa ntimi ankasa, na mbom snake, ko owo, fantoy, any nipa yede kasa, na mbom ye jiedi. Ade ntine ye jiedi, adwe no soso. Ya adwe nyini, ina bruni, aba abeda ye. The book the abeda say once upon a time, a guy called Adam, and God created Adam, and that God forget to create Hawa. At the end of the day, the God say it's no good for man to stay alone. And on my Adam die, and I Yakupon ye Adam film padie, and what the ball ba story. Or the ball by we, and I Yakupon call so, Tinyakupon or so. No nim de ekoso e na owo we ba e nto owo we ba e no oba ne nchen e na obeka bisa oba ne se oba ntie ye no kore se Nyankopon aka kire mo se e ma mundi aduaba no na owo ne oba ni di nkomo na owo no kasa na oba na nsa kasa na owo na kasa na oba na kasa na owo na kasa na oba na kasa besine Bible na ntimi ankire kasa kora na omo ye de omoka Besine Bible scholars umuntimi nchire kasakura na the type of language which the snake was speaking to Hawa in the Garden of Eden. If I ask this critical question, someone will tell you, say, I hear spiritual background, or I need 3,800 years to understand that particular language, or to know that particular language which the snake was speaking with Adam in the Garden of Eden. People believe this as a divine word. People believe this as a divine book. And the snake came to Adam, Hawa, and they were talking. Or one kasa. Now Hawa answer kasa. Do one buy and one say. Hawa, ntia no kore say. Nyankopon kasa mamu die aduaba yi na bra. O bianko biaho. Eye nada, eye kweku anansi story. Eye anansi sem. Eye anansi sem no moto akyere yabe. Nto moto to anansi sem ya ma, ya fa anansi sem se anansi sem ye no kore. E ma nipa di anansi sem ya tu. E ma nipa di na koma ne na adwe di ato anansi sem yiso. Ama da nipa trimu se e ampa embre bi maami bi ye fre no Hawa. E na aboa bi ye fre no wo. Ena no mo kasa ewo nwuram ye na no menya nanse sem na aponche eni praku eni kweku ananse na mo ya adamfo ewo nwuram adoi eni otwe na mo ya adamfo ewo nwuram na mo adamfo eni osono ni nua na jata ena jata ni di hene nti jata di hene na jata bo da wuru se ope achechede ena achechede ka kira ananse se ananse kokwaku ho na kwaku nso nye den onko osibo ho ena osibo baae nti osibo baae no ena omuhu tonton nti tonton echeri tonton ni abosoma kotre ko kasae ena abosoma ketre ka se dabi mesesa me kala no ena abosoma ketre ka kire mampam se wutimi nya sika na wodi sika na mani amedika ende me kala na mesesa no ananse sem saa ibi no wato akyere wo Bible no nti na Hawa ne owo kasa se ye mfanti kasa obi nim se ye twumburu kasa obi nim se ye kitikrache kasa obi nim se ye dagomba kasa obi nim se ye mamprusi kasa obi nim se ye Vietnam kasa obi nim se ye Asante kasa obi nim se ye Grusi kasa obi nim se ye Ada kasa obi nim se ye Seshifo kasa obi nim say bono for kasa obi nim besisisia but dia yinim ne say de o ma ka kire ne say na owo ene Adam Hawa ye de kasa momfa na sa omo kasai ntimi amiti ya kasa na omo kan me mehunu say time owo ko Hawa hono na omo ka me kurum kasa na omo ka twumburu kasa santini a otie mi wo hwe me sisi a won so da wa bi mu say owo ko ada Hawa hono na ono ne kasa nte kasa sehwini minia sehwini ono nso e wona bi mu say owo ko Hawa nje na omo ka sehwi kasa fantini nso kai Bible na fantini nso be mu say time owo no ba Hawa hono na omo ka fante kasa angunani nso fa Bible no kaya angunani nso be mu say time owo no ko Hawa hono na omo ka amuna kasa nti owo no ba ya no say da fi mi fu a merikuku me fonyo a ena da fi si ena owo no bi sa Hawa say Hawa merikuku edunu a ena Hawa say oh merikuku nududumele ena so unka maube fruit ya makaju alo no mo ka wona kasa just like that nti se ni chumburu ni a senka ni owo no kasa na oka na chumburu kasa nko owo no ko ye no na nko owo no achia Hawa say o ochi anura kai wole footballer adam fia ntuma lo ngul bala to bi fo fe i ngoyele kuluntonelo kabuinelo maniji ama konko ne mani meja ngochi aye ntuma lo anu ngul bala to ja no ni ngul bala ye i ngoyele mfio pe anetala liji ama i konko ne ngoyele mfio fra ani meji minje na eja ni kawu tomburu kasawu ena nkrani nso ba ye no wono nso ba ye no se nyame minisani nyumo ke wa ke ni se no ye fe na ko me nye no yi ena oba no so ka che se nyumo ke aka ye abagbo nkrani o ena fantini nso ba ye no se o se de adiban o se adiban biara da adiban biara na eyi nkoteji eda ebewu ese de nduaba o si gadi mu yebetima adi na se yedi eyi nkote a yedi stories and everybody see the snake speaking his or her own language. Ndinka Adam ene Hawa omo ye Vietnam fo a nka wo no ko e na nka wako chiabu toyi bunyo bolazi kamlaiza an bau anza mau tuila za queen fan tuilam eno banu so aji se kaima doi ba za kaima doi mong tong an bo ba za kinek hita la ka cha zu zoi tun de vai bao tăng người gì sáu bùng ai quân mà nhau Vietnam kasana ni kanu o ada how ha me o na ebi nko mo Vietnam kasana because say Vietnamese efa Bible no na Vietnamese kind Bible na o wono ba how ha hono Vietnam ni be hu o wono say o be ka ni kurum kasa nti o wono ba no ka say o te bantoi lazi kai madoi za boy chala kaiza benatian tile dai za wan dai nhiều lại cái mà giờ mau tình nè cả phun hết rồi là cái rồi bố mẹ Garden of Eden cũng muốn làm những cái gì nữa Genesis chapter 3 là mình cái hàng trâu ở Vietnam mà cái sao ông đã đi pache ông đã đi pache ông đi pache dia pache it's a story just imagine the snake that imagine this monkey the monkey which is related to human being in nature, monkey is related to human being. Monkey couldn't communicate with Hawa but the snake. In the Garden of Eden there was monkey there, but monkey couldn't speak. Monkey couldn't talk to Hawa but the snake. This is the time human being, we need to refresh our brain from these analysis stories, this fiction. Creativity, just to brainwash, just to bring down, just to poison the brain of the black man. No, bro. I want to provoke your brain. I want to provoke your brain for your brain to think. Maybe say, why do you Maybe say why dream bufu, no why dream say green crack. Maybe say why dream say I been tina. You find say in the Garden of Eden, she aboa adoye ne Hawa nkasa, na mbom owo ene Hawa ne kasa. Nti wujidi minya wujidi. Now the idea say the story of the Bible, it doesn't cover the whole world. If you go to Asia, the Asians don't believe the Bible as we the Africans and the Europeans. The Asians have their different creation story. When you go to Buddhists, the Shintoists, these Hare Krishnas, they believe different creation story from this comic book. They also have their myth. So the creation story is a myth, just a story, myth. It never happened. Some people stood and just they imagine things, imagination. Let's create something. Let's imagine something and put it in a book. Let's cover the book and name the book Holy Book, and give it to them. Let them read always. Let them use their brain. Let them read always, so that we will possess them. We will take control over them, so that their brain cannot work, so that their brain cannot function, so that their brain cannot wake up, so that their brain cannot do nothing. Yes, and the black man is in the church shouting when the snake went to Hawa, and the snake said, did God say don't eat any fruit? And they were speaking and they were talking. And they were speaking and they were talking. They were just talking like that. The snake was talking. The snake was talking and the snake was talking. The snake was talking to human being. My friend, imagine seeing as you are talking now. If you see a snake talking to a human being, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. When you saw a snake speaking to a human being in your television, your brain will tell you it's a cartoon. Snakes can't talk. They can't talk to human being. Let me say, even if snakes can talk, they can talk in the animal kingdom. Snake can talk to snake. So if you are telling me the snake was talking to Hawa, then that means either Hawa became a snake or the snake became a human being. If you are telling me a snake spoke to a human being, it is either the human being became a snake or the snake became a human being. It's either the human being transformed from the human being nature to the nature of the snake, or the snake transformed from the nature of a snake to a human being. And your Bible never said it. So if we say we are to apply common sense, before Adam and Hawa will understand the language of the snake, then Hawa became like a snake. Or before the snake will understand the language of Hawa, then that means the snake also became like Hawa. For me to believe that story, I would have believed Genesis chapter 3. If it was a monkey speaking to Hawa, I would have believed that story. It would have convinced me to believe it. Just bring me your comment. Now, subscribe to YouTube. No, subscribe. CSF Yahuda. YouTube. CSF Yahuda. More videos there. You will love it and clap. You love my personal. You see my personal videos, my debate videos, and other videos. Black man is in a cage. The brain of the black man is in prison. Religion has imprisoned the black man brain. Bible and the Quran has imprisoned the black man brain, because the black man cannot think without the Bible. The black man cannot think without the Quran. When you meet the Muslim, they say Allah said, the Quran said. When you meet the Christians, they say Jehovah said, the Bible said. That means without the Jehovah, without the Allah, without the Quran, without the Bible, the black man cannot break the head or break the brain and think. So this is the time we need to wake up from this mental slavery and throw religion away. This religious, through trust religion, throw the religious books away. Islam, Quran, Christianity, Bible, all were invented by our slave masters. So a guy said, black man, why will you accept a book given to you by your slave master? Think, motherfucker. A black man, how will you believe a book given to you by your slave masters? Think. The person who enslaved your ancestors, who couldn't give them good food, who couldn't give them good care, who couldn't give them good shelter, who couldn't give them good water, who couldn't give them good place to sleep. The same person is giving you a book and telling you there is a better place in the sky called heaven. The black man just accepted it. Let me give you some good. Any God who promised you mansion in the sky without giving you common kiosk on this earth, that God is a scam. Anyone who promised you heaven or promised you houses, mansion in the sky without giving you common one block, one land, 1/4 half plot, or couldn't give you kiosk here, that person is a scammer. Every Muslim, every Christian are waiting for a place in the sky called heaven, promised by their God. But this God cannot provide common e-block for you, common kiosk for you. They promise you, richness, enjoyment after your death. Before you feel the religion, before you have the importance and the advantages of religion, unless you die before. Why not now, Mr. Religious Man, Mr. Muslim, Mr. Christian? Why not now? Why won't you enjoy now? Enjoyment after death. Enjoyment after death. So many contradiction stories in these religious books. The Quran says different, the Bible also narrates different. The Quran says different, the Bible also narrates different stories. When you go to the Quran, different story, the same God. When you come to the Bible, different story, the same God. The same God, the same angel who brought the Quran, the same God, the same angel who brought the Bible, but different messages. Different messages altogether. Different worship, but you are telling me you are all serving the same God. I want to end the video, but I want to bring your brain back. I want to provoke your brain. Me pese wa adwen, me ma wa adwen bufu. Na bisa wo mo say, aboa adoe okwaku. Ene aboa wo, hwan na okasa kire nipa nka wo dwen ho a eyeyi. Adoe ene owo. Why no kasa kire nipa nke yeyi? Sende obi ka kira o se adoe na oben nipa, adoe na oben nipa, adoe ni nipa kasa obeka se dabi eye nada. Na owo na omben nipa no, owo no ni nipa kasa bia en de wo gi atu. Minia, what na se adwen ho da? What na say adwen asem ya meka ho dana me pese wo dwene ho asem ya meka me pese wo de kwa adwenwim men fa no sa fa kwa adwenwim hwese na be yitie na hwese na wo yitie we ene Hawa nkasa na mbom we ene Hawa na na edi nkomo ena me bisa se wo a wo hwe me no me bisa wo se time a owo no okọ Hawa nchen e wo the Garden of Eden na Adam ni ho okoto bankwa sa na mo polish mba ma mo sei mba ma ye owo no koto Hawa nkwa owo no bisa Hawa se ni bisa wo se eye kasa ben na owo no ka fa comment bra. Which language was the snake speaking with Adam in the Garden of Eden? Bring me your comment. What language was the snake speaking with Adam in the Garden in the garden. What language was the snake speaking with Hawa in the Garden of Eden? Because according to your biblical story, when the snake came, Adam was absent. So the snake met Hawa, and the snake communicated with Hawa. Now, my question is, even in Ghana here, we have more than 50 different languages in Ghana here. Now, assuming the whole world, imagine the type of languages we have. Which language was the snake speaking with Adam? When the snake was communicating with Hawa, which language was the snake speaking with Hawa? I want to repeat here for you to bring me your comment and your answer. Here I put it as a question. The question is, which language was the snake speaking with Hawa in the Garden of Eden? I repeat again. When the snake came to Hawa, the snake started speaking. Which language was the snake speaking with Hawa in the Garden of Eden? Mr. Christian man, come and answer. If you are an Ewe, don't tell me the snake was speaking Ewe. If you are an Nchumburu man, don't tell me the snake was speaking in Nchumburu language. If you are a Seshi, don't tell me the snake was speaking Seshi. If you are a Ga, don't tell me the snake was speaking Ga. If you are Fanti, don't tell me the snake was speaking Fanti. Okay? Because you weren't there. I asked a question to provoke your brain. I want your brain to wake up and think. I asked a question to provoke your brain. I want your brain to wake up and think. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's CSF Yahuda. CSF Yahuda on YouTube. Miss Remo, mon subscribe and family why. My YouTube channel mon subscribe and family. Me wia me the we go to YouTube. Na bisa won say owo no ba Hawa nche no na kasa be na owo no ka. Fantini men ka say owo no ko Hawa nche na oka fanti kasa unyi ho. Adam no nyem fantini. Hawa no nyem fantini. Nkrani men kan kyerɛ me sɛ ɔwɔ no kɔ Hawa nkyɛn no na ɔwɔ no ka nkrankasa. Adam ɔnyɛ nkrani. Hawa ɔnyɛ nkrani. Twumburuni men kan kyerɛ me sɛ ɔwɔ no kɔ Hawa nkyɛn no na ɔka ntwumburu kasa. Adam nyɛ twumburuni. Hawa nyɛ ntwumburuni. Mampurusini ɔwɔ no kɔ Hawa nkyɛn no na nyɛ mampurusi kasa na ɔwɔ no ka. Hawa nyɛ mampurusini. Adam nyɛ mampurusini. Dagombani men kan kyerɛ me sɛ ɔwɔ no kɔ Hawa nkyɛn no na ɔmo ka dagomba kasa. Hawa nyɛ dagombani ɛna Adam nso nyɛ dagombani. Uti ɔwɔ no nso nyɛ dagombani na waka dagomba kasa. Ɔwɔ no nyɛ fantini na waka fanti kasa. Ɔwɔ no nyɛ twumburuni na waka twumburu kasa. Ɔwɔ no nyɛ nkrani na waka nkran kasa. Nti ɔwɔ na ɔkɔ Hawa nkyɛn kɔ kasa ayɛ no ɔwɔ no onye ukuromini. Sanso na Hawa nso nyɛ ukuru ɔmo nyɛ ukuromini. Nti kasa bɛ na ɔmo ka. O de tena se na dwena ho se me ka nkwasi asema ana se wona wagye nkwasi asema di a yebehu. Me na me ka me nkyire mu a kyerɛ wo se bie wadwe mu no. Ne wona wagye adi se ɔwɔ ɛne Hawa kasae na mbom adoe ɛne Hawa nkasa no. Sɛbe ye mienu no why me make sense. Oh yenim. Mon forget yenim no. Na ya muntie ya adwen no. Na nse ne fi ye no mu ba. Me se buruni e the Bible de abedadae. Bible no eye nkrofo bi na twere no mato ne bi twere konko. Me da se. Ye de bibia besia.